Hey everybody, what's up? This is Corey, and I am actually tuning in live from my hotel room here in Allentown, Pennsylvania. That's right, I'm a Florida-based flight attendant who yesterday woke up in my bed in St. Petersburg, Florida, had no intention of flying, and then I picked up an overtime trip that led me to Allentown. But with the Hurricane Idalia coming, all the airports in St. Petersburg, the airport in St. Petersburg and Tampa are closed, and there's no way for me to get back to Florida. So I want to explain kind of how this works and what I'm actually going to do. So yesterday, around 3 o'clock, I was finishing up a late lunch, and we get these notifications on our phone about these last minute overtime trips that pay out a pretty big percentage. They're usually around 300% of our pay. And so I wasn't thinking, and I thought, well, the trip was to Allentown from St. Pete. And so they needed just a leg, and the instructions they give you on the app said, we will keep you overnight in Allentown and then send you back to Florida, which is Tuesday. This is Monday, last night. And we'll send you back to Florida the next day and pay for your way to get back. Well, as I'm going to the airport, I'm thinking there's no way I'm gonna get back. They closed Tampa Airport all day Tuesday, which is today. They said they're gonna close St. Petersburg Airport on Tuesday around the afternoon. But one of the things I know is that on Tuesday, there's 0 flights. There's maybe 1 or 2 flights. And so there's no way that I was going to have a flight on my airline back from Allentown to St. Petersburg. So I thought, okay, well, I'm going to probably be stuck in Allentown, Pennsylvania. So the cool thing for me, and again, I am the lowest seniority of the company right now. And so I realized after I got it that no one wanted this trip, because not only is it only 2 flight hours, right, from St. Pete to Allentown, so the pay is not great, but you're probably going to get stranded in Allentown, Pennsylvania for at least a day, if not 2 days, maybe even 3 days. And most people don't want to do that. But for me, I was sitting at home yesterday actually procrastinating. I have a marketing strategy consulting business. I help small businesses and nonprofits with their social media, with their email marketing, with their strategy on how to grow their business. And so I had been procrastinating a client that I was working for, and I thought, well, what if I get stuck in Allentown? This will force me to actually work for my consulting business instead of being in Florida and paying attention to the weather and the wind, and potentially my power would go out and I would have no internet or Wi-Fi. So that's what I need for my job. So I thought, well, if I'm not in Florida and I can take my laptop with me, I can work anywhere, this will force me to work. So I said yes, I got the trip. I got on the plane yesterday. The flight came down from Allentown to St. Pete, and then one of the flight attendants lives in St. Petersburg, and she got off the plane, and I just replaced her as the 4th flight attendant and flew back up to Allentown. So she had called out because she was going home, and I was like, and they didn't want to bring in someone from Allentown to reserve, so they gave this mission mode request, which on some of my other videos I've explained what mission mode is. It's like overtime pay, and so I get 3 times my pay on the rate. But not only do I get that, I get a per diem cost, which is not a lot of money, but it's a couple dollars per hour that I'm away from my base. And so that adds up a little bit, right? I'm actually getting paid right now because I'm away from my base and I can't get back. So I flew up to Allentown. They put me up in a hotel. I got in around 11 o'clock. I slept. Now I'm sitting in the hotel. I'm actually working. I'm taking a little break to do this live video. But now I got a message from crew services saying that my flight is scheduled to fly back from Allentown to Atlanta, Atlanta to Tampa on Delta, and then they're gonna Uber me or get a lift to my car at St. Pete Airport. I'm supposed to land around 5:15 on Wednesday. For those of you that are following the hurricane, Idalia is supposed to be coming through Florida around that time with winds pretty high. So I'm thinking to myself, as of now, I'm probably not going to get back to St. Pete, to my house on Wednesday evening. It's probably going to be Thursday afternoon. But I'm thinking if I can get to Atlanta and stay the night in Atlanta, there's more options for me to fly from Atlanta back to Tampa and then lift back to my car in St. Petersburg. So right now my car is sitting at St. Pete Airport. I am sitting in Allentown, Pennsylvania. My condo is in St. Petersburg. I locked it up. I got everything ready. for the hurricane. I live in a condo, so it's pretty safe. I'm on the second floor. I don't have to worry about any water or anything like that. So I won't be there for the hurricane. This is the second year in a row where a major hurricane's come through. Hurricane Ian came through last year, and I had to fly early to Bali. I lead some trips globally. If you want to check out all the stuff that I do, I lead trips, I do marketing consulting. If you want anything that I do, just click on the link in my bio. But I'm thinking I probably will get to Atlanta tomorrow, and then my flight to Tampa, because I just looked at Tampa Airport, they're not scheduled to open the airport until Thursday. So there's many more flights from Atlanta to Tampa. So the odds of me getting back to Tampa are greater on Thursday than it is tomorrow. But that's what happens. I'm still getting paid to sit here in the hotel in Allentown while the hurricane goes through. And also there's this thing called deadhead pay, where they'll pay you to fly back. So I'm getting a higher rate by flying back to my home base, other than just my per diem cost. So not many people wanted to accept this trip. I'm pretty much the only one that did, because my schedule is very flexible. I'm single, I'm at home. I don't need to be at home. I can work anywhere. So right now I'm in Allentown, Pennsylvania, hanging out. I actually know some other flight attendants here in Allentown. I might go to lunch with them just to get to know them better. But that's what's happened with me here as a flight attendant, as a new flight attendant, taking trips that are overtime in a hurricane, not knowing when I'm going to get back. So my goal is to get back either Wednesday or Thursday. I'm sure I'll get back when it's safe to do so. And hopefully when I get back, the power is on and I can continue working on my consulting business when I get back. If not Wednesday, probably Thursday. That's kind of my gig. That's what it's like to be a junior flight attendant. Again, I became a flight attendant because I wanted to be around other people, and I love being around other people and helping people fly. But also, since I have other businesses, I get to work that in with my current schedule. So that's my update from Allentown, Pennsylvania, in my lovely hotel room. And yeah, stay tuned, and thanks for following along. If you have any questions or comments about what it means to be a flight attendant, or what's this overtime pay, or what other things they pay for, if you're interested in becoming a flight attendant, I have some other videos to talk about training, and also some of the things that I've learned of becoming a flight attendant. I never thought I would become a flight attendant in my career. I was a corporate executive for 16 years and decided to become a flight attendant just to be around other people and also get the amazing benefits. So it's working. My lifestyle design is working as I had planned. I'm doing my other businesses while being a flight attendant. I'm having a blast. Why not have an adventure in life? That's the way I look at it. You guys are awesome. Thanks for following along, and stay safe out there. Talk to you soon.